This is ANN News Brief.
I'm Lucy Adeyemi. Mali's military juntas have announced an interim leader, head of the military leaders in Mali and National Committee for the Salvation of the People. Colonel Assimi Goïta named the former Minister of Defense, Ba Ndao, as the Mali transitional president on Monday in a televised announcement. This comes after weeks-long tension in Mali over the civilian or military nature of the transition and pressure from the Community of West African States, ECOWAS, for a swift transition to civilian power. The military junta took over power from President Ibrahim Boubacar Keïta on August 18th in a coup d'etat that sparked international condemnation. But it was welcomed by many Malians. This was the fourth coup in the country since it gained independence from France in 1960. The newly appointed interim president, retired Colonel Major Ba Ndao, will oversee an 18-month transition before a return to civilian power. He will be sworn in September 25th. Junta leader Assimi Goïta is now vice president. At least 500 pupils in South Africa have been put into quarantine after a coronavirus outbreak at a school in South Africa's Eastern Cape province. A total of 98 pupils tested positive at the secondary school in the town of Burgerdorp. Officials fear the virus may have spread more widely into the community. South African authorities say the outbreak started when two students who had tested positive failed to inform the school. Lack of mask wearing and social distancing have been blamed for the spread. We'll be back.
Whether in your house, at your office, on your phone or online, we are there. We have the facts behind the headlines. We cut to the chase with the news you really need. We cover every angle. We are the bigger, better news network. We are African News Network. ANN. Watch ANN News on MITV from a truly African spirit.
The two warring leaders in Libya have put a demand forward as the nation prepares to resume oil production. Concerns have been raised over who supervises its export and how to ensure oil revenue will be divided equally among interested parties. Commander Khalifa Haftar, whose east-based forces led a failed year-long siege to take the capital Tripoli from the UN-backed government, announced on Friday that his forces would allow the Libyan oil facilities to start operating again for the first time since January, with conditions that ensure a fair distribution of revenue. Officials, politicians, and observers considered the move by Haftar a gesture that would overcome the obstacles to a possible comprehensive Libyan consensus. The Deputy Prime Minister of the Libyan interim government in the east of the country, Dr. Abdesalam Al-Badri, said revenues will be deposited in special bank accounts so that they are not disposed of until after the formation of a unified Libyan government. Libya's highly prized light crude has long been a factor in its civil war as rival militias and foreign powers jostle for control of Africa's largest oil reserves. Libya was plunged into chaos when a NATO-backed uprising in 2011 toppled and killed longtime ruler Muammar Gaddafi. The country has since split between rival East and West-based administrations, each backed by armed groups and foreign governments. That is ANN News Brief at 10. For details on these and other breaking stories, visit our website, annafrica.news. Conversation continues on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. I'm Lucy Adeyemi.